Path of Exile 2 is a great game, but it has a lot of issues. It's in early access at the end of the day. But GG has indeed been trying to fix these problems slowly with patches, and today we've got a new one addressing a lot of them. But is it enough to fix them, or do we need to require even more work on it? Let's talk about it. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Let's get into it. So, here we have the patch notes. I'm not gonna go through literally all of them. There's other YouTubers that already do that. You don't need me for that. Instead, I'm gonna go and kind of summarize everything that actually happened. So there's gonna be a few things that, you know, they actually are trying to fix here. Quality of life, bug fixes, but also some very specific type of quality of life problems that only Path of Exile 2 have. For example, the added respawn attempts to many of the bosses, to the expedition boss Olroth, to the twisted domain area for breach, and for the ritual one. We're gonna have 5 respawn attempts depending on the area difficulty, and this will make it so you can actually try over and over instead of just like kind of dying once, losing your 7 divines out of your audience with the king, and then being sad that you lost it for no reason instead of getting carried by someone, for example. This is actually very good. It'll give you more times to actually try out the fight, and not only that, but for example in the breach map, if you die at the boss, you will be appearing in the boss already. You won't have to, like, you know, run all the way through to the end of the boss. So a lot of quality of life in terms of that. It's actually very, very, very nice. There's way more checkpoints now. Now, you know the checkpoints in the maps. It's kind of hard to get through all of the maps because it's like, you know, you have to kill all the rares. And sometimes you're going through one side and then you realize, oh my god, one of the rares was very close to me. I didn't kill it, and now, oh, I have to go back and walk like, I don't know, 2 minutes to get into the place that I actually wanted to go to. That sucks. Checkpoints are supposed to, you know, help with this. Before we didn't have them. Now we have a few of them, and now we're getting even more. And that's actually super, super nice, because honestly, in my opinion, we should have, like, I don't know, we should have checkpoints all over the place. We should have, like, in every corner, in every part of the map that you could get into the middle of it, in the corners, in between the corners, everything. And me playing myself, I actually have been finding a lot of more, and it feels way, way, way better. That being said, it's still not good enough, as you can see here. And this poor guy's, let me just get in here. This poor guy's map, you can see that it doesn't really have a lot of checkpoints. Oh, he went to the wrong side, to the wrong screen. Again, there you go. There, finally, you can see that there's only one there, and like one on that side. What if you want to go there? Like, look at that guy. Look at the rare that he has to go through. He's gonna have to walk from here to actually make it, right? There probably should be a checkpoint like here, a checkpoint there, a checkpoint there, a checkpoint there. Like, just there's no reason not to have them. At the end of the day, you discover the checkpoints. What's the problem in having more? It's not like you're gonna open it, you know, open the map and instantly boop, teleport there. Just, you know, you have the checkpoint there and it instantly discovers. You have to walk there first. There's not really a real reason why you shouldn't be able to teleport all around the map up to places that you already have seen. And if anything, it could be even more fun. For example, myself, hey, sometimes I go too hard on the expeditions, you know? Sometimes I go a bit too far, and sometimes I down them. So what I've been starting to do is do everything but the expedition of the map, and then I go, after finishing the map, I go back to the expedition, and boom, I blast it, even though I maybe die, because I just like doing it, right? And it would be super cool if any of these mechanics would happen that way. Like, maybe you complete the map and then you go back to every one of the league mechanics that you have. And you can just, you know, go very, very hard on them and be very, very, you know, what's the word? Irresponsible, I guess, for more rewards by using the checkpoints for them. Honestly, I feel like league mechanics should have checkpoints themselves. Should be checkpoints themselves. You can teleport to them. I don't know why you wouldn't. I understand in PoE 1 this was not really needed, but this game is way, 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 way bigger in terms of how the maps work, and it's way slower in there in terms of how you move around. So honestly, I don't see any reason not to do that. Speaking of league mechanics, now you can see them in your minimap. Isn't that cool? This one, sadly, this map that I'm doing right now, it doesn't have any league, so that kind of sucks. So instead, I'm gonna move to another one. Well, here we go. We're gonna be in a map with indeed league mechanics. As soon as we see one, you're gonna see that are gonna appear in the minimap is actually super cool, because like, I don't know, sometimes, as I said before, you don't want to do the league mechanic instantly. Maybe you're doing a breach and you're moving around, there's like, okay, I'll go back to it. Kind of sucks that you don't remember what it was, and maybe sometimes you didn't even see it because you're doing something else, and this way you'll actually be able to tell, oh, okay, this is where I didn't realize that there was something, there's a league mechanic around this spot. Okay, that's awesome. There we go. You can see that there's a breach there in the minimap, and no matter how far away I get, you can see that the breach hand is right there anyways. Super cool. Personally, I think, I don't know, I feel like this system should be applied to like rares as well. I know that if you wait a good amount of time, the rares will appear in the map, but honestly, I don't really see any of the point of having them hidden until that time, whenever this like these maps are so insanely huge. If anything, make the lead mechanics something that is hidden and you discover, and the rares as a little bit of a, you know, that they're always there in the map, telling you where to go, where to explore. I think that'd be way better. The little information that we have on the maps making us to run them around so much, I think it's a bit, it gets very annoying, gets very old very fast. So I think it's time to give us a little bit more. It's not like this is like a heavy explorational game like, you know, Guild Wars 2, or, you know, like, I don't know, any adventure game where you're jumping around platforming. Like, there's not really that much to the exploration. League mechanics, yeah, that's actually pretty fun, but anything else, I don't really see any reason for it. But it's a good thing anyways. I'm pretty happy with this change. Strongbox is also in there, which is very nice. So that's also very cool. Quality of life, we got in some, you know, controller stuff that is a bit better. Improved a few things for console. There's gonna be a better way of showing off how much stun threshold you're gonna be able to get whenever you actually hover over the stun threshold on your item, which is actually very nice considering the fact that nobody uses it, because nobody knows too much on how useful it is, which is, you know, something interesting. Who knows, maybe change the market a little bit on stun threshold items, who knows. And also and one of the biggest most important things as well is that we're getting a client crash fix. I don't know about you guys, but every time I play in between maps, I end up like, what's the word? Yeah, my game crashes. My game crashes, and that makes my computer crash. Now, I'm not sure if that's gonna be the same thing for you guys, but for me, it just, the gear stops working, it stops loading, and then my whole computer just dies. It's very nice that they're fixing this. Last time they also said that they fixed it and nothing happened. For me, this has completely fixed the entire thing. I actually don't have any issues anymore. I've been playing the entire day. I've been streaming while streaming on OBS, and I have had 0 issues with it. I'm very happy with this. It was one of the reasons why I really didn't like, for example, I don't know, sometimes I would like watch something with my friend, like some series, and I was playing PoE, and I was sharing screen, and then randomly I would it would just, you know, it would crash and we couldn't keep watching the series. I would have to restart the computer and all this other stuff. It sucked. So honestly, one of the biggest reasons why I'm very excited to play this patch and continuously play, maybe do some another build and something like that. So yeah, honestly, overall, pretty good patch. I think the things that they're fixing, they're definitely in the right direction. Not everything is completely fixed. Not everything is ready to go. I think the biggest problem that we are having right now is that they try to fix, but it's not fixed already, is probably the checkpoint thing. It's still going to be a big problem. I think the response on the bosses is way better. I think the quality of life is way better. I'm sure the bug fixes, there's still going to be some things to be done, but I think that the checkpoint problem is going to be the biggest one. The moving around maps is just very annoying in this game. And I'm not saying that we should be as fast as something like PoE 1. I'm not saying that. But I also don't think it should be as annoying as it is right now. There's a middle ground to be had, and I'm very excited for GGG to actually find that middle ground. And don't worry about it, guys. Whenever they do, I will let you know. So subscribe to the channel for more content like this, for MMO content like this, for PoE content like this, and see you guys around. It was fun. Bye. Subscribe to the channel. Bye. See you guys. Bye.